A very good morning to all of you and a warm welcome to Niswas.
May I request our chief guest to speak a few words about the program and may I request, thanks.
सबुठु प्रथमे मु धन्यवाद देवी निश्वास को जे आमको समस्त को से ऑर्गेनाइज करिकी गोटे कॉमन कम्युनिटी रे नहीं आछंती. The first achievement of the day that people from CMGI, people from Art of Living and from Niswas, they are all sitting together. समस्ते एकासित बसचंती with a single objective in mind. Whenever we do something, before doing something, there is a thought. We have, by coming here, we have done something. But before doing this, we had a thought. And I am sure all of us had the same thought. So this unity of thought, I think, is the most important strength of this group. Because physically we may not be together after one day, but this unity of thought will continue forever. And this is what will lead us for many days to come, many months to come. This unity of thought has to remain. We are together in our quest for improving ourselves, improving our environment, improving others, improving social relationships. This is our quest. And this is a very long journey, but it's a very enjoyable journey. It's a very pure journey. It's a journey which continues to give you strength. Apart from all the sources from where we derive strength, the greatest source of strength is the choice of what you are going to do, which sustains you for a very long time. I think that is something, the choice, the common choice that we have made, that we will come together and we'll do something for ourselves and for others. Mu sabule kahe that life is a mixture of purity and impurity. This is the duality of life. Eta dvaitvad jaha ko kuha jaye, जीवन रा द्वैतवाद जे भलो अच्छी खराब भी अच्छी सब बड़े रहिबो. एटा को कही माने समाप्त करि पारिबे नाही. But it is this duality of life which makes life interesting. Suppose there was nothing bad in life, ताले कौन होता? Could there be goodness? जदि खराब न थांता ताले भलो ही थांता कि? It was not possible. आपण चिंता करंतु. काहे कि goodness is a relative term. जेमती on a blackboard you can't write with a black chalk. You have to use a white chalk to write on the blackboard to make your script visible. Same thing, goodness becomes visible only when there is bad in the environment. Otherwise, if all good thanta, then good definition rahiba nahi. There will be nothing called good. It's a very interesting thought that you can reflect on. You can reflect on. And this gives a choice to everybody to choose between the good and the bad. The bad is very attractive. And therefore everybody, most of us or everybody choose bad. I'll give you a story, a very small story. This is a real incident which has happened, which led to a case in the National Human Rights Commission. केन्द्रापड़ार गोटे गाँ अच्छी सान मिर्चापल्ली, but this is a real life story, real life drama which happened in सान मिर्चापल्ली. सरकार को प्रोग्राम चली कि प्रत्येक स्कूल रे मिड डे मील हेबो, ताले सान मिर्चापल्ली स्कूल रे मध्य मिड डे मील आरंभ करागला. मिड डे मील रे किए रांधिबो से गोटे जिनस, ताले रांधिबा पाई किसी सेमती गवर्नमेंट इंस्ट्रक्शन नथिला, तो लोक जमती एडहॉक अरेंजमेंट किसी करथिले, किंतु परे सिस्टम को सुधारिबा पाई गवर्नमेंट इंस्ट्रक्शन देले कि सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप माध्यम रे सेटा कुकिंगटा चालू. ताले यही गाँव जो स्कूल थिला सेठी मध्य सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप गोटे हैला, और सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप माध्यम रे से कुकिंगटा आरंभ हैला. दिस इज अ स्टोरी ऑफ 2007-8. से सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप जेहेतु गवर्नमेंट प्रोग्राम माध्यम रे तार ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कराई थिला, से किछि मध्य सब्सिडी पैसा मध्य इत्यादि पाउथिले, तांकर बिजनेस व्यवसाय इत्यादि करबा पई सेटा मध्य करुथिले. एई सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप रो जो प्रेसिडेंट थिले, ट्रेजरर थिले, मेंबर्स थिले, आउ समस्ते एई जो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप रो समस्ते शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट्स. से गाँव रे जो सरकार को व्यवस्था अच्छी जे प्रत्येक स्कूल पाई गोटे विलेज एजुकेशन कमिटी हेबो, जोटा कि अधिकांश पिला मानकर गार्जियन पेरेंट्स को नेकरी हुए. तो से माने विलेज एजुकेशन कमिटी मेंबर माने दे वर नॉट फ्रॉम एसीस. तांकर प्रेसिडेंट भी किए थिले, तांकर सेक्रेटरी भी जड़े थिले, दे वर नॉट फ्रॉम एसीस. सो से विरोध कले जे यही एसी कुक रो खाइबा तार रांधिबा आमे पिला माने आमर पिला माने ग्रहण करिवे नाही, बिकॉज से हरिजन अछंती आमे तांकर रंधा खाइबा नाही. आउ कंप्लेंट करागला डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को, कलेक्टर को, जे क्वालिटी भलो नहीं, खाइबार क्वालिटी भलो होनी, एटा चेंज करा जाओ. थरे कलेक्टर तांकर टूर रे से गाँ को विजिट कले, आउ लोक माने से ग्रीवांस मध्य रखिले. जो कुक थिले से भी तांको सहित कथा हेले. द कलेक्टर डिसाइडेड एटा तो स्कूल रे पूरा मीडियम बंद हो जाइए, कहीं खाऊ ना, ताले से गोटे डिसीजन नेले जे स्कूल रे कुकिंग तार हेडमास्टर बुझीबो, स्कूल रो हेडमास्टर बुझीबो. आउ ये सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप को जो इंगेज कराई थिला कुकिंग रे, तार कुकिंग तार इंगेजमेंट को कैंसिल कर दिया, बंद कर दिया. कलेक्टर को इंटेंशन जे कुकिंग टा जमती चलो पिला माने खाइबे, रंधारंधी हेबो. सो कुकिंग एमडीएम आरंभ हो गला. बट दिस डिसीजन हैड वेरी सीरियस रिपरकशंस. किछि दिन परे दिस लेडी, ये जो एसी कुक थिले, शी कमिटेड सुइसाइड. शी वाज सबू वीएससी मेंबर मानकर सामने रे से ह्यूमिलिएटेड फील कले, निजको पूरा गाँव रे से बहुत ह्यूमिलिएटेड फील कले, एंड शी कमिटेड सुइसाइड. आउ सुइसाइड हला परे किछि एनजीओ माने थिले, से माने एई केसटा को रेज कले. एटा कंप्लेंट हला ह्यूमन राइट्स कमिशन रे, सबू इंक्वायरी मध्य आरंभ हो गला SC/ST एट्रोसिटी एक्ट अच्छी ताले दुईटा FIR भी हो गला FIR रे इन्वेस्टिगेशन है करी कहगला यहाँ सत्य पाए से माने सत्य पाइले जे एमती है घटना है आउ तापरे किछि कॉम्पनसेशन मध्य रिपोर्ट गोटे जॉइंट इंक्वायरी हुए तहसीलदार और SDPO मिसिकरी गोटे जॉइंट इंक्वायरी करती जॉइंट इंक्वायरी है आउ तापरे से माने किछि कॉम्पनसेशन मध्य अवार्ड कले एबे NHRC नेशनल ह्यूमन राइट्स कमिशन जो आसते से माने यही केसटा को रिव्यू करते ये केस रे कौन है आमर जो ह्यूमन राइट्स पाई जड़े एडिशनल DG था ADG तांकु कहगला जे आपण इंक्वायरी करंतु कौन है घटनाटा कौन से गोटे इंक्वायरी कले बहुत विस्तृत तांकर डिटेल सबू कथा बाहरला आउ से यह कहले जे इट इज दिस प्रॉब्लम ऑफ अनटचेबिलिटी जो रोची इट्स अ रियल प्रॉब्लम इन दिस विलेज एंड इटा को आमको जमती एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हैज टू हैंडल दिस अवेयरनेस जनरेशन करवा कथा लोक मान भितर एंड दे हैव टू रिजॉल्व दिस इश्यू समथिंग हैज टू बी डन आउ तापरे कहले जे जो सुसाइड करछि तार गोटे झियो छोट झियो स्कूल जाउछि तापाई ही सजेस्टेड सम कॉम्पनसेशन तो गवर्नमेंट से कॉम्पनसेशन मध्य दे देला सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ story that we are getting, real life stories which we are getting from the villages. माने आमे जो कथा होथलु the concept of good and bad इतरे गुडनेस कोठी अच्छी एटा जना पड़ुनी वेर इज द गुडनेस the dominance of what is wrong in our system has become so strong and so severe that it is very important that people come together with a mission to do something about it. And it is very much doable. It is also not very tough. It is very easy. All these things which happen is essentially a reflection of what is going on inside the person himself. As I said, the bad is very attractive and it is easy to choose. And the individuals often have, in their thoughts, things which are wrong, things which are right, but the path of righteousness is so difficult and the path of the evil is so easy that you are tempted to take that path. And that is what you are seeing in our villages, in organizations, whether it is in the private sector or it is in government sector. You are seeing this all over. This is the blackboard that you have, I would say. This should not make us cynical. बुझुंतु एथिरे खराब भाविबा कथा नुह सबुठु प्रथम this should not make us sad, this should not make us cynical, this should not make us negative. This is the blackboard. It's all black. The situation before us is all black. And therefore, with your good thoughts and good deeds, you will start writing a new script which will be visible to everybody. This is what our mission is. And it's a lifelong mission. That we continue to, with our thoughts and with our deeds, we continue to write a script which everybody will read, appreciate, and try to understand. And then get the inspiration to choose what is right and avoid what is evil. This is what we are trying to achieve. This is the larger goal that we are trying to achieve. The reforms of minds of everybody. As I said, we always have a mixture of purity and impurity. The purity and impurity is manifested by the deeds of individuals. It is not manifested by itself. It is manifested by the deeds of individuals. So with our deeds, with our good deeds, with our deeds of correction, of reform, of improvement, we try to enhance the purity in the system. And that very act of purifying the system also purifies us. Please remember this. This is something which is very, very sensitive, critical, significant. Because we are also not pure. No human being is pure. The definition of human being implies purity and impurity both. If he is pure, he is God. If he is a human being, he is a mixture of purity and impurity. And his life is a journey towards something. And that something has to be chosen by this individual. Purity or impurity. He has been given a choice. What do you choose in your journey of life? What is your destination? Purity or impurity? The freedom to choose. So, if we choose impurity as the destination, as our goal, we remain continuously embroiled and engaged in that, and that burden of impurity goes on increasing day by day, until such time that it destroys us. Till such time that it destroys us. Because impurity is very attractive, but it is very destructive. Destructive to the individual personally, himself. It's not just injurious to others, it is injurious to him. You are hearing of so many scams happening, and 2 days back there was a story of attempt to suicide of one of the scamsters. Is it not? So the destruction is not only of the system, but also to the person who is impure. This you have to remember. This is enlightened rationality. That you have to come to this understanding that this path of impurity, though looks attractive, is going to be injurious to me. Mate khyati karibo. Sethipai mu eta choose karibi nahi. This is in enlightened rationality. So if I make a conscious choice of choosing the path of purity, what happens? The consequence is that my level of purity, I am a mixture of purity and impurity, but my level of proportion of purity goes on increasing day by day. Day by day. It goes on increasing. With every thought and deed of pure action, the purity in me, the proportion of purity in me goes on increasing. Till you have the maximum purity in you, which takes you to the level of Mahan Atma. You are called Mahatma. So from Sadharanatma to Mahanatma. This is the journey that everybody has to choose. Now this is the mission that we choose for ourselves. And we should thank the blackness in the environment that will help us purify ourselves. You get the point? In every sports, be it, you take a small sport like playing cards, or you take badminton, or you take tennis, or you take football, or you take whatever, cricket, or whichever sports you take. No sport can be played by one side. There has to be two sides. There has to be an opponent. That is what makes sports interesting. Otherwise, sports will not be interesting. Sports cannot be enjoyable. So the duality in our existence, this is what is the source of enjoyment. The existence of the good and the evil both is actually the source of enjoyment. This is what makes life worth living. So we have to continuously strive to use the impurity to purify ourselves. The teacher, when he teaches the students, it is said that no teacher can teach anybody. This is one of the famous line of Shri Aurobindo. No teacher can teach anybody. No human being can be taught. Because for the teacher to teach, he has to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. And the person who is to be taught, he cannot be taught because he has to experience it himself. So by teaching, nothing can be taught, but by living properly, the other person will watch and see and observe, and he understands and he experiences. So it's a matter of your own personal experience, how you experience it. And this cannot be taught.